Hi Scorpio, welcome to The Modern Spiritualist. My name is Raheem. Today we're going to look at March for you guys. You can use this for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, or North Node. Using a Celtic Cross spread with a Jungian Tarot plus a Threads of Fate Oracle card as your catalyst energy. Your catalyst is going to be used as kind of the thread that weaves all these other cards together. So if you get lost in your process throughout the month or you have a spiral moment, you can kind of return to the catalyst energy to kind of get you back into alignment. We're going to start there. Yeah. So, Catalyst Energy, Threads of Fate Oracle, we have Movement Reverse. This has also been haunting me personally, and I'm a Scorpio rising, so I am cracking up. Okay. Okay, so a lot of energy is going to be moving just in your body this month. A lot of like recalibration, maybe integrating energy. Maybe introducing new energy into your field and needing to settle and merge with it. Could be Kundalini activations are possible. That's certainly happening for me. Yeah, and all I'm getting from the reversal is that this is totally internal. So the outside world may not change much, but there is a lot going on internally. And so I would just recommend that you resource well, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, make sure that you know that you're integrating energy. So if you feel tired or off or weird or confused or like you don't know what's going on, that's fine, because whatever energy in your body is moving and recalibrating, it just needs to find its routes, its meridians, and settle. And so you just need to give it the space to do that. And so it just might feel a little messy. So yeah, just, make sure that you're grounded, make sure you're in your body, make sure that you're eating well, sleeping well, hydrating enough. Make sure that you're moving your body physically. Physical activity really, really helps. Yeah, just take care of yourself, okay? And if you're having any kind of like body aches or body pain, make sure that you're addressing that. Get a massage, do something to kind of move that as well. That will also help you integrate the energy. And make sure that you take time to rest. Obviously, you can continue to do stuff and work through your day, but you may just need a little extra rest this month because your energy is being used for integration. So if you're feeling tired or fatigued, that's why. And make sure that you listen to that and take the rest that you need, okay? Beautiful. Moving into the Celtic Cross spread. At your center point, we have Three of Cups reversed. So you may just need time away from people this month. People may kind of get under your skin, not because they're trying to, and not because anything is different than normal. Because you are integrating so much energy, you might just, again, you might feel, more tired than usual. You might just have a slightly more sensitive threshold. Your energy might just be more sensitive. Something else was coming through and I kind of lost it. Oh, and you might just be overstimulated. And so make sure that you're setting proper boundaries with people. Your boundaries that you're setting with people may just be up for review, even if it's not permanent. Just make sure that you're communicating to your people that you just need more time to yourself and you need a little less stimulation this month so that they know what's going on with you, and that will help ease that. So this is just saying, yeah, you're going to want time to yourself. You're going to want time to be alone and reflect and integrate your energy. So make sure that you take the time to do that, okay? Okay, crossing the Three of Cups this month, we have the Princess of Wands. This would be like a page in an Albana Waite deck. By the way, you have a lot of court cards. You have the Princess of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. And so, as much as you want to avoid people as much as you want to avoid people this month, it looks like you won't be able to. So again, make sure that you're really protecting your energy and taking the time that you do need for yourself to reflect, because people are around you. So just keep that in mind. I mean, you could also just be addressing different parts of self. Like these could all be you. So we'll just see how these play out. So let's see, Princess of Wands. Yeah, you're changing, Scorpio. You're changing. I'm really feeling like this is you. This is your energy. And I do feel a sense of kind of reconnecting with your passion. I'm getting another pull to the movement card. I think Kundalini activation is really possible this month. So again, with Kundalini activation, sometimes you can be really overstimulated. So just make sure that you're monitoring that, and make sure that you know that's what's happening. You don't really have to understand why it's moving the way it's moving. You just have to allow it to, and just have some grace with yourself, and remember that you're not dying. Okay, so that feels really important, because I do feel this sense of like energetic agitation, and that doesn't necessarily mean that you feel agitated, although you certainly can. But things are definitely stirring. They're stirring like deep in your like Dante and your sacral center, and they're kind of coming up, moving up through your solar plexus and into your heart. It looks like this is a great month to actually release a lot of baggage or energy, and it looks like your passion, your fiery energies, your primal energies are rising. Something is really, really stirring. It really feels like Kundalini. It really feels like Kundalini. Yeah, something is stirring, and I'm just not getting a huge hit on anything specific other than the fact that it's just your fiery energy. And so, yes, it's connected to sexuality, passion, ambition, even things like leadership or creativity, motivation, things like that. Yeah, you might feel really high energy, actually, in spite of what I said about fatigue, which still feels true. So you may actually kind of have these spikes and dips because of the energy, the way that the energy is moving through your body. Just remember that it's not going to last. So just have grace with yourself this month. Allow yourself to fluctuate and feel weird, and just, let the energy be what it is and move the way it needs to move, and just pay attention to your body. If you're feeling excess energy, make sure that you have an outlet. If you're feeling fatigued, make sure that you lay down. You know what I mean? So just try to maintain the balance of whatever's happening for you in the moment. Yeah, because this is just, you're getting new energy, or your energy is being unleashed. So Kundalini is rising, there's no way to avoid it. That's all this is really saying, which is great. Again, just allow your energy to integrate and do what it needs to do. You don't have to have all the answers right now. Deep past affecting the present. The Emperor reversed. Okay, this was a time in your life that felt very, very oppressive. So if you have, a history, a childhood history especially, of feeling trapped, feeling isolated, feeling oppressed, feeling like you're under a microscope, feeling like you're 100% under someone else's control, and feeling very limited or restricted by some sort of oppressive force, most likely patriarchal, but it doesn't have to be. Male or female, it could be either one, but it seems to be connected to the father, most likely. Doesn't necessarily have to be your father, although I think for most of you it is. It could just be some sort of paternal figure in your life that really kind of had you chained, okay? And so that is coming up to be addressed. I think this Princess of Wands energy is kind of the unchaining, and that's why all this energy is rising in your body, because you stopped kind of putting a damper on it. You've opened something up so that it can flow. And so, yeah, for some reason, this energy that's holding you in dynamic still, and it's just old wounding, old energy, I mean, obviously it needs to be released. I think what's going to end up happening is there's a bit of a battle between these old patterns, or, the fear that kind of keeps you trapped in this energy, and then the energy that wants to be unleashed and express itself in the world. This energy specifically was repressed, oppressed, controlled, dampened by whatever this figure was in your life, in early life. And so you're going to have to reconcile this in terms of like letting this go, so it stops having a grip on you in your current time life, so that you can be who you are and express your energy in the world, whatever this new energy is, okay? I mean, it's not new, it's just new for you in terms of it has been shoved into a corner for so long that, now that it's ready to express itself, it's real excited, and some of your stories or fears may come up saying, oh no, it's unsafe to express that, and that's the lie, right? It is absolutely safe for you to express this. You need to, it's you, it needs to express itself. This passion, this motivation, this light, this fire. And so you cannot let the past hold you back. You cannot let this figure that was an oppressive force in your life hold you back, because they don't have a sway over you anymore. This is over, okay? So let it go. Let it go. In your foundation this month, we have the Five of Cups reversed. Okay, I feel a huge lift off, actually, like a big sigh of relief came the second I picked up this card. In the direct Five of Cups can deal with disappointment, minor heartache, drama, pessimism, feeling like things are worse than they actually are, loss of some kind. In the reversal, usually it means that you're moving away from that energy, that you were in a time where you were feeling this way, and now you're getting the lift off and you're kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel again. Because this is in your foundation, this is what's grounding you this month. So if you feel any sense of like reinvigorated inspiration, passion, relief, relaxation, freedom, liberation, the feeling like anything is possible, any kind of increase in optimism this month is something that's going to help stabilize and steady you. So, you can always rely on this kind of good energy or the positivity or the gratitude or the high aspects of your vibration to kind of pull you out of the muck this month. Not to say that if you land yourself in a spiral, that isn't important too. Growth happens there, discovery happens there. And so, don't, banish or shame, your negative spots this month, but remember that you don't have to stay there. You don't have to stew. You can come out of that back into the optimism, back into that reinvigorated sense of hope. And this in your grounding position says it's always available to you this month. So you can always lean on this energy if you need to, okay? Really, really positive and solid. Crowning you this month, we have the Three of Swords reversed. This is also amazing in the reversal. In the upright, it has to do with heartbreak, grief, feelings of loss, isolation, feeling unloved, etc. In the reversal, again, it's saying you're moving away from that. You had a time period of this and you're moving away from it. So this could be like reestablishing a contract with your heart, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, healing yourself. I just keep getting the image of a broken heart sealing itself back together. So it's like you have the capacity this month to repair your heartbreak, however that's showing up for you in this moment. And this in your crowning position means this is what you're after. This is what you're thinking about. This is what you want. You want the healing. You want to cure the heartache. And this in your crowning position is an indication that you'll get what you want. You'll get exactly what you want. You have the opportunity this month to heal the heartbreak. And so, as this Kundalini rises, or as this fiery, passionate energy that's in your belly starts to rise, the way that I'm feeling it kind of come up and coagulate in my heart is actually really, really positive. It's like the energy needs to move up and seal itself in your heart. And it looks like there's going to be sort of this new connecting thread between your sacral center and your heart center, which are both emotional centers. The sacral center deals with primal emotions, anger, sexuality, things like that. And the heart is, compassion, love, empathy, the kind of more angelic or I don't want to say, because primal energies aren't like better or worse, but I don't know, I guess just like the more universal or unifying energies of the heart, and the primal energies are connecting back up. So when that happens, what you're going to end up feeling is more emotional clarity, because your heart and your stomach are talking to each other, and so you'll be able to align your emotions in a way that you've maybe never felt before. And so I just feel like you're going to feel so much better this month. Yes, there's going to be like more sensitivity. There's going to be energy moving and settling and spiking and dropping, and you'll have to navigate that. And so coming into the month with no expectations, I think, is going to be really key for you, and just being the explorer, the seeker, being the curious one, and allowing yourself to just open up to your current process without needing to fully understand it mentally. And just kind of moving with the energy, the emotions, and resourcing yourself, setting good boundaries, and doing what you need to do for you is going to set you up in the best way possible. If you do all of that, you're going to feel really good. You're going to feel vibrant. You're going to enjoy all of this. If you try to control or know everything or set an expectation, that's where you're going to end up having a spiral, because you're not going where the energy wants to go. You're not in full acceptance of what's happening. So make sure that you really sink into your body this month, sink into your energy, and allow the energy to flow as it needs to without needing to fully understand it, okay? And then you're going to feel so much better. This entire cycle is just setting you up to feel so much better in general, feel more aligned, feel better, repair your own heart, come out of disappointment, come out of restriction, okay? So this is a month of liberation. New circumstance, we have the King of Pentacles. This is you. This is you, Scorpio. Feeling your inner wealth, which will reflect the outer wealth. So, I mean, there's two components to this. A, if you feel your inner wealth, you have more gratitude for what's happening outside of you. So, like, having a roof over your head, having clothes on your back, having access to clean water, having food on the table, all of those things, no matter how big or small they are in your life, will suddenly start to feel more nourishing because you're not asking for more, because you feel wealthy inside of yourself. And so that's one thing. It just changes your perception of reality. The other thing is that when you tap into your own frequency of inner wealth, you start to attract more wealth to you. And so that's another aspect of this. Now, I know this month is more about integration than movement. So, because, it's all internal movement. So, it may take time for the physical material world to reflect the changes that you're making inside of yourself. But this is basically saying you have the green light moving forward after this month to build your wealth, to become the king of your castle, to attract more opportunities, resources to you. And you're going to be ready for it because you feel like the king inside of yourself. So that's the energy you're stepping into. You're stepping into this this King of Pentacles energy, which is beautiful, beautiful work. Because this is about self-worth just as much as it is about, prosperity and the things that you attract in your life. They are not separate from each other. And so tapping into that self-worth is key for anything else in your life. If you stand up and you say, I have worth, I deserve the things that I want, that's what sends the signal to the universe that it's time for you to receive them. And when we're not in that state, when we don't feel worthy, when we don't feel deserving, the universe isn't seeking to punish us. We just don't receive blessings or gifts or desires that are going to fry our nervous system. And that happens when we get too much too quickly, when we feel like we're undeserving, because we're not stepping up to the plate. We're not stepping up into our bigness, right? And so then it just feels like things are coming at us too fast, and that can really, really upset the balance of your body and your energy field and your flow. So making sure that you feel solid inside yourself, that you have that sense of inner wealth, no matter what your outside reflection is really, really key to actually getting the things that you want. So it always starts with you. It starts from within, always. And you're coming into that power this month, Scorpio. So beautiful. Your ego this month, similar, the 10 of Pentacles. This month is about discovering your wealth, your inner wealth, and having gratitude for everything that you do have, for all the resources that are available to you, maybe utilizing those resources in new ways too, like discovering what truly are resources for you. Sometimes we don't recognize resources when we see them. And, because resources aren't just money. They're people, they're your breath, your body, your physical ability, your mobility, your strength, your agility, your ability to just move your body, your intelligence, your emotions, everything in life is a resource that you can use. And sometimes because we don't recognize a resource for what it is, we don't use it. I see it all the time with people that have a really hard time with like a daily spiritual practice, even though they want to have one. It's sort of like, well, do you recognize how much of a resource that is? Like how much it is truly helping and assisting you in your day? Because that spiritual practice, is the core of anything else that you're doing, whatever you're attracting in your life, whatever you're trying to achieve, and it doesn't matter on what level. The spiritual practice is what's going to get you there, because it is what settles your energy and sets your energy up in a good way to have a good day. And when you're having a good day, you're attracting the right things to you. So it's all about the spiritual practice. So I always tell people, it's, if you have nothing else, you have your breath. If you have nothing else, you have your practice, and it's free. You know what I mean? And so great opportunity this month as well to have more discipline and more motivation and passion to solidify any sort of resources, which includes the free ones, your breath, the air, your spiritual resources, etc. Okay. Your environment this month, we have the Devil. I think Leo got the Devil as well. Okay. So as you start to free yourself from your own restrictions, limitations, and oppression, as you start to move away from this energy, these old patterns that are holding you back, you're gonna look at your environment and you're gonna want to make changes. It's just you're gonna feel bigger than the environment allows you to be. Your environment may feel a little bit restrictive because you're growing. And so I would say just take stock of that this month. What isn't working for you? What do you need to do moving forward? Do you need to clean out your closet? Um, do you need to do any kind of like big deep cleaning to just like clear out any old baggage that is in your space? Do you need to smudge? Do you need to energetically, cleanse? Um, who are the people you're surrounded by? Do you have a big enough space? Do you have the right materials that you want in your day? Do you have, your furniture arranged the way you want? Do you have your bedroom arranged the way you want? Do you have everything that you need? And what can you get rid of? You know what I mean? Because getting rid of things actually frees up the space and the energy so that things flow better. It's kind of like a yin yang balance. If you have too much, it's just stagnant. Whereas if you actually get rid of things, you have more energy available to you just in the air itself, and things just feel better. So the things that are restricting you could just be items. It could just be things that you need to declutter. It could absolutely be people. Like if you live with family and you feel restricted, like that's very possible. Even like your city, your location. Do you feel good where you are? Do you feel like a move is in the cards for you? Yeah. What do you need to? What part of your environment feels restrictive as you step deeper and deeper into your real power? And what needs to shift? Just take stock of all that. Okay. You don't have to make abrupt changes right away. You just have to start thinking about, okay, what's going to make me feel better in my environment? Okay. Hopes and fears. This month we have the Queen of Swords. So you're seeking clarity, Scorpio. And it doesn't, things don't feel like they're veiled or that they're foggy, but I think just because so much is up for review and change, and you have this new energy available to you that's trying to move and trying to find its routes inside your body and all of those things, you're just going to feel a little bit, not like you're ungrounded necessarily, but it's almost like not feeling settled, like nothing's going to feel settled. And so it's not like you're feeling super confused this month or anything, but I think you don't have the clarity that you want. And so again, I think I already mentioned this, like it's okay to be in the unknown this month. And so if you're freaking out about that, why? What scares you about the unknown, about not having full clarity? And what can you do to just settle into your process and be with the energy and drop the mind, okay? So yeah, just watch out for mind spirals this month, because if your mind tries to run the show this month, you're going to have a bad time. If you just relax, settle into your heart, settle into your body, ground yourself, and allow the energy to move as it needs to, and just listen to your emotions, you're going to have a great time. And so it's totally your choice whether this month feels good or not. And if you don't have the full clarity that you need, that's okay, because it will come later. So that's the hope and the fear. You fear the lack of clarity, you hope for clarity. I just want to promise you the clarity will come in time. You just have to let things settle, okay? And then your outcome this month, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the beautiful thing about the Queen of Pentacles is she has a really specific sense of independence. I mean, and particularly interdependence. Like, the Queen of Pentacles knows her niche, or her niche. Sorry if you can hear that, it's my rabbit making noise. Can't stop it. She knows her niche, her role in life, and she fulfills it. And so, yes, she can operate alone in terms of she's a master at what she does, and she has the discipline, the motivation, the ability to just show up and do it. However, she doesn't do things in a vacuum. She knows that she's part of this interdependent ecosystem, and she gets help when she needs to. She collaborates when she needs to. She doesn't answer to anyone but herself. Everybody else is a partner or some sort of like egalitarian energy. Nobody has authority over her. And so that's who you're stepping into this month. Yeah, all these court cards are you. So that's who you're stepping into this month. You're stepping into this Queen of Pentacles role, where you know your soul's purpose, you know your role that you're trying to play in your life right now. You play it well, you're stepping into mastery, you're stepping into discipline, but you're also open to collaboration and help from other people. That just interdependent, reciprocal nature of life is what you're stepping into. but that sense of power and solidity, and I know my role and I'm going to play it, is the key here. So that's who you're becoming, Scorpio, and that's really, really, really beautiful work. It looks like this month is going to be really, really great if you utilize the energy well. There's going to be spikes and dips in your energy. There's going to be fluctuations. There's going to be hypersensitivity. There's going to be emotion. There's going to be, not everything is going to be absolutely clear to you, and all of that is okay. If you can tap into that explorer energy, the discoverer energy, the seeker energy, the curiosity that, you know, is available to you, then you're going to have the best time of it. I really do feel like you're supporting yourself this month. Not that there aren't people in your corner, but it looks like it feels mostly more nourishing to be in your internal process and take extra time for yourself. So make sure that you do that, and make sure that you communicate to other people the change, if the change is needed. That way nobody's wondering, you know, what happened or what's going on with you, and you're setting a boundary verbally, which will help you too. You're coming into an increased sense of inner wealth, which is going to eventually manifest outer wealth, and you are awakening to the environment around you, what your true resources are, what needs to stay, what needs to be grown, and what needs to go, okay? And you're moving away from this old oppressive pattern in childhood. You're letting it go. So that is, oh, and repairing your heart and feeling so much better, stepping into a liberation space. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys. Go ahead and schedule something with me in the box below if you would like to discuss how these energies are playing out in your life specifically. We can help you find that clarity. We can help you resource yourself and your energy and your body this month. And I would love to work with you. Otherwise, hit like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see the next Scorpio video, and I will see you guys in April. Good luck. I'm proud of you. Have fun.